Hey, what's up, Crypto Army? I'm Travis, your crypto newbie, bringing you my experiences so you don't have to learn things the hard way. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of my content should be viewed as financial advice. If you like what my content offers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications so you get notified when I publish new content. It really does help the channel grow and get the content to others that might find it interesting. First, I just want to give a quick shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We're doing pretty good. I've been up for about a month and we're making pretty good progress on subscribers. And I want to say a thank you to all of y'all that put the comments in there and ask questions, and hopefully you like the content that I provide moving forward. Today I thought we'd take a look at Shiba token because we haven't looked at that in a while, and there has been some recent updates and some news articles for how Shib is doing. So let's focus on Shib today. So first, let's look at how they're doing price-wise. And as you can see, there are 402,748, and it just came down a little bit. And if you look at the 1 year, and again, they're a relatively new project. They only opened up not that long ago. So we're only talking about a 1 year project, give or take a month or two. And these are not errors. This is the actual pattern that Shiba token has undergone over the last 8 or 9 months. And you can see we're coming up on all-time highs here. So at the 3 range, right around there. And we're almost there on this particular point right here. Pretty close though. So we're nearly to all-time highs for Shiba token. So great job, Shiba community. The community for this particular token is really what's driving this force. There's not a lot of utility, although they are adding, and we're going to get into some of that utility here in a few minutes. Now, if we take a look at the 1 day, we can see they're kind of going sideways. Now, they have had some significant whales buy in, and there's a couple of those in the last couple of days, as you can see here, buying in billions of tokens. So pretty impressive price growth. But that's really what's propelling this community. Is there's a lot of people out there with a lot of money that are starting to invest in Shiba token as they get out to more and more exchanges. So now it's on Coinbase exchange. So just added Leash, which is another one from the ecosystem, to another exchange in the last couple of days. So the Shiba ecosystem is getting a lot of attention, and they're in the news, which is also driving up their holder base. Now, as you can see here, we're at 1.2 million on the watch list. And if we go to holders, we're still holding strong. Last time I think I did the video, we were at 670, and now we're at 727,000. But staying pretty static over the last 2 days. And again, if we put that 3 month out there, we can see it's pretty consistent. We've got these slight dips and increases, but for the most part, it's doing a pretty steady trend, which is good. We want to see that. I mean, we like this as well, but I don't suspect that that's a real data point. It's kind of like the graph for Evergrow. We've got that one data point that throws off the entire extended view. So it's kind of like that. But at least in this case, it doesn't necessarily throw it off. But this is what we like to see, is there's a delta between how many people are watching it and how many people are actually buying it. So we've got potentially a 2x on the number of holders in the future. That's the way I tend to look at this, is all of these people that are watching it are just monitoring. They're waiting for their opportunity to get into the project and buy in. That's good. So as soon as whatever they're looking for from the fundamental analysis or the price, whatever specific thing they're looking for, whenever it happens, we'll see those influx of people. And it'll continue to push the community forward. Now if we go back to the overview tab here, and if we take a look, that's a pretty good market cap. 10 billion, that's not bad. And if we look at our volume, and again, I don't like looking at here, but 3 billion currently. Let's go look at historical data. You can see we're fluctuating between the 1 and the 4 billion, even at 7 billion here, 12 billion here. That's significant volume. Now think about all the other tokens that you've got. Some of them probably have more utility than Shiba token. If they ever get this kind of volume, that's phenomenal returns. And I use Shiba token as kind of a benchmark token. It's a meme token that launched, but does have some sort of an ecosystem and is building out that utility. But it didn't have most of that utility at launch. A lot of the new projects are coming with utility right off the bat, whether it's NFT marketplaces or wallets, or they're building utility and launching it pretty quickly right after the release of the token. That wasn't the case for Shiba token, and that's why you see that huge huge length of sideways trading that we saw there. Some of these new projects have a lot of potential because they already have some of that utility right at launch or shortly after launch. And that's one of the things I consider when I look at some of the new projects is how do they compare to Shiba token? Because if they can increase their volume and their price to match, especially if they've got the same 1 quadrillion tokens, that's a good indicator. That's something to consider. As long as all the other fundamentals are there, this is potentially the future of some of those other tokens. So $10 billion market cap, billions of dollars in volume. Now here's another factor. 1 in 10 Americans invest in cryptos this year, roughly 10%. Now some of the estimates are between 10 and 14%. But imagine once crypto investment becomes more mainstream, and this is just the US. Worldwide, I haven't seen actual numbers. I want to say it was 4% the last time I saw the numbers, but it's been a while since I saw an article that talked about worldwide crypto adoption. But that's really what we're talking about, is such a small segment of the population currently invest in crypto. This is a factor that I think a lot of crypto projects ignore. They rely on people to be able to find and buy their cryptos based off the information on their website and don't provide any information on how to do it. Now granted, there's a little bit of onus on the individual to go research it and figure some of this stuff out, but the easier that a crypto project makes it for the other 9 or potentially the other 96% of the population of the planet to buy their crypto, the more likely that they're going to increase their holders at a significant pace. Now one thing I want to emphasize from this article, most crypto investors rely on information they read on crypto trading platforms like Coinbase, general trading platforms like Fidelity or Robinhood, and on social media. Only 2% of crypto investors get guidance from a broker or a financial advisor, according to a University of Chicago report. Again, people are doing their own investment strategies. They're not using brokerage services to do purchases of crypto. Now, if you're using something like Robinhood or Webull or some of the bigger exchanges that are out there that also deal with stocks, they're a little bit easier. It's no different than buying a stock, but that's not where most of the trading is happening. A lot of trading is happening there, but most crypto trading is happening on crypto exchanges specifically, SEXs and DEXs. So as a crypto project, you really need to provide the information to the potential investors on how to buy it, because a lot of them aren't people that are buying crypto all the time. You got to give them the information. So what has changed with SHIBASWAP? Now the big one is NFTs. The last time I did this video, NFTs wasn't built in. Now if we click the more information, we're actually going to be taken over to the SHIB Marketplace. Now we can see they're sold out now, but they did have quite a few. Now as far as NFTs go, I'm not a huge fan of this type, but they sold out pretty quick. But they do plan on having more released soon. Now the last thing I want to cover is the impact of the news. So as we can see, there's a new article that came out over the weekend. Why is Shiba Inu coin still on the rise? Now this article is pretty good. I'm going to put the link for all the articles I mentioned in this review in the description video as well, so you can read through them if you want to. The main thing I want to emphasize from this article is that the article is a positive about the Shiba Inu experience, even though it baffles investors, at least the bigger investors, on why it continues to be successful, because it doesn't have a really strong use case. The NFTs gives it more of a use case, but simply having tokens is not a use case. So they've got Leash, they've got Bone, they've got Shiba. Having 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter how many tokens, you have to have a use case. And right now it does. Now as the article here lays out, it continues to rebound and rise, and we saw that in the data as well. It just doesn't have a lot of utility. So it's really confuses people why it continues to increase. But that's really the focus I wanted to put on this particular article, is the article itself helps drive Shiba Inu. Now I don't know how many people are going to look for Desert News or how many people are just Googling Shiba Inu. There's always articles about, 200x. There's another one of those today from TradingView, I think, where it says if it hits this point, it's going to 200x. That would be nice. There's another article for Bitcoin that says once it gets to this level, expect it to drop significantly. And whenever Bitcoin drops, most of the market follows. The main thing I want to emphasize in this particular article is most people, to include myself, are baffled by the success of Shiba Inu. Now, I'm an investor in Shiba Inu for full disclosure. I bought Shiba Inu. I was skeptical. I'm still skeptical. It really doesn't have a strong use case, but it's laying out a roadmap for a use case through SHIBARIUM, that's blockchain that they're trying to produce, get them off the Ethereum gas fees, the NFT Marketplace, and some of the other things they've been talking about doing, even though it's not on their website, gives them a use case far superior to that of Dogecoin. And when you're talking about comparisons between these types of projects, because I use Shiba Inu for certain new projects, but I also use older projects for Shiba Inu and some other ones as well. And Dogecoin is the comparison that started as a joke and had significant increases with no utility. Now Elon Musk has given it some utility, mainly through tweets, but it really doesn't have a use case. It has zero purpose. Shiba Inu's got more purpose than Dogecoin, and I think people see that. And since it's got so many followers and it's got a lot of investors in the community, it's awesome. I think that's really what's propelling this particular token. And that kind of a structure works for other projects as well. So this is why I spend a lot of time on Shiba Inu, because there's a lot of factors here that affect other projects and what could happen with those projects depending on what they're doing. In my opinion, this is a good project to use as a baseline for what other projects could potentially do. I hope you found this content helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any requests or you think I should have covered something a little bit differently. I'm always looking for feedback on how to improve the channel. Now, if you like the content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications to get notified when I post new content. I'm going to put a short ad at the end of this video about referral links where you can get up to $2,340, so stick around for that if you're interested. Until next time, stay strong with those diamond hands. Crypto Newbie here to tell you how you can get $2,340 in free stocks. All the links I use in this video are in the description. Sign up for Webull and get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. Your first stock is free automatically. Deposit any amount and you get your second stock. Deposit 1 penny and you get your second stock. Total value could be up to $2,300. Generally $5 per stock is what you get. Next we have block fee. Get $10 in Bitcoin just for signing up. Read the fine print. I've got a rewards account. You'll get $40 in Bitcoin, as will I. So you know exactly what I'm going to get and what you're going to get. You do need to deposit $100 to get your $40 in Bitcoin. That's the overview how to get $2,340 just by signing up for accounts.